Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Of course, today is the Monday event, so we ended up getting the new legend in the event key drop off, so if you're still interested in her, she's going to be there the entire week until like 6 days, 6 hours and 53 minutes, so definitely great week to go open some event keys to try to get her. She is only in the event key drop pool, and then she won't be available for about a month or so, so if you want her, get her now. Of course, the treasure gnome is in the little red thing. I don't think they got rid of it, so I guess it's intended. Let me see. If we go into this red thing, yep, it is still there. You can get treasure gnomes, a couple other good drops there too if you happen to not pick them up, like Deckhand, Dark Maiden, Nobin Brothers are pretty nice. So yeah, try getting some treasure gnomes if you don't already have a single one yet, because he is pretty hard to obtain. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty much everything. Oh, and craft a Pharaohs Raw if you can this week, of course. Soulforge also has a Pharaohs Raw available. So if you will have 4,000 diamonds by the end of the week, I highly advise picking yourself up one. The best thing you can spend your diamonds on. So if you're ever going to spend your diamonds, that is the thing to use it on. And yeah, we're going to be using Titan class fully traded. Of course, the main benefit of this is, as I mentioned earlier, the 50% mana gain that it has. All giants start with 50% mana. So using this with the new giant that gives a bunch of HP and magic is going to be very useful for us to getting really quick burst damage. So far, I haven't really had too much time to test, though this has been my favorite. The Forest Troll, Sea Troll, Dawnbringer, and the Hindula. And yeah, let's get right into it, get the loop going, and just destroy it that way. Not the best of teams, but it's definitely very high up there as far as overall strength. And I just realized, did I not use a double team earlier? I didn't even notice that. I meant to show a double team earlier. I don't know if I even bothered making one yet. Definitely need to go do that if I haven't. Though, I do kind of like this combo better, I believe. Let's see, we have this ability up. Not much of a board to really use here. We're just going to go for the triple freeze. So we'll get all that damage down, mainly doing it for the freeze than for anything else. Go grab all that. Also, hello everyone! Hello William, hello Roth, hello Ross, hello Questor, hello Captain, hello Elite, hello Lolite, hello D, hello Marcelo, hello Plunko, hello Derek, hello Adam, hello Carlos. Welcome all, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if anyone has any questions, team builds you want me to go over, anything, let me know. Also this Friday, of course, as I mentioned earlier too. Oh, that miss. No. Okay. But this Friday is the start of Bounty Hunter, so we'll see exactly what's up with that. As far as details about it, I don't really know what exactly it will be like, so I can't really say much about it, but we'll find out. Hello Marcelo, hello Sean, hello Jesse, welcome, welcome. Have you tried Hindula plus Jotnar? I haven't, mainly because their colors don't really work together. That's the main reason why I haven't used that yet. But we can definitely go and give it a shot. So he has cleansed himself due to that one ability. Due to this, I think I'm just going to go and freeze him right here, then go for a double blue and see what we can do out of that. So even if he would have landed an extra turn there, it wouldn't have mattered. Really wish we had his mana up right now. That'd be very helpful with all the green on the board, though we do not, so we can't. Guess we just get one really heavy Dawnbringer. We're up to insanely high damage already. And we will be able to plop that down, bury ourselves to not get hit, throw that into a bunch of damage. And, oh, whoops, I thought that split damage was enough. Whoops, okay. Well, we'll go for our Dawnbringer, I guess, and that'll be match. And I'll clean it up, 50 damage to everything. And there he goes. Not the cleanest of battles, but if we can get that loop going, it will definitely go quite clean. Biggest issue is getting frozen, of course. So against something like that, could be annoying. You just got a queen map today, very nice, but don't have Kraken. What would you use instead? Oh, you can easily use Corvash, Valkyrie, Mercy, and then the Queen Mab all the way in the back. If you don't have that, really just any team with a Valkyrie, just to feed its blue into is pretty decent. You can even do like a Soothsayer, Valkyrie, one other damage troop, and a Queen Mab. That can work sufficiently. Other than that, it also works very well in Vinoxia, Valkyrie, Lady Ornarial, and then Queen Mab all the way in the back. Even though you're doubling up on the blue-purples, it still works pretty well. And, yeah, and just plopping into a random team like maybe a Gorgolfa frontline or a Ragnarok frontline or something like that, just so you have freeze. I do highly advise you getting her fully traded, though. She is one of the best final traits in the game. It's really annoying, since it can just basically freeze an entire team, which is very, very powerful. It essentially makes it so your enemy team can't really take extra turns. Works particularly good with loop teams, too. Like, if you were to do it with a double troll team, you could even do it with this exact troll setup, too. Go like Forest Troll, Sea Troll, Queen Mab, and then one troop that uses green mana for damage. and do something like that as well. But at this point, we're just doing what we did earlier this morning. You just infinitely loop and get all the damage we'd ever really need. Every single extra turn we're taking is giving us 2 HP and 2 magic onto our entire team. Because our entire team are giants, so we're getting it on everyone. Come on, cast. So, yeah, we could pretty much just keep looping this until we one-shot. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do here, because we can. Makes it take a little bit longer. Obviously, with like a normal-ish team, we'd actually be able to already probably have won by now. But it is quite funny, if nothing else. We'll go for that. I guess we'll go for the double green first, since there's more blue on the board. And take that over. Okay, then we're almost at one-shot range. I don't even want to know what our number is at this point. It's probably ridiculously high. Oh no, we missed, finally. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, I should have just ended it. Actually, we didn't have enough damage yet. Oh, that silence hit the most perfect possible option. Oh, we could actually lose this. Gotta be careful. So we'll go for that. Obviously, does a ridiculous amount of damage. He uses that, which somewhat helps me, kind of not, kind of does. All of our mana goes right into our hero now. So I guess that is somewhat useful, because I think I could team wipe with that hit. Oh no, he just magic buffed, magic reduced me. So we'll go for a skull here. He better not silence our first slot, good. He does not. Yeah, I should have just ended it while we had the chance. Shouldn't have played with it. Okay, we'll go and, oops, we're frozen on blue. We're not frozen on red, however, so we will go for that. She's stunned, so we don't get the benefit from it, though, but we'll just throw that down. And we'll need one more Dawnbringer. Yeah, that took a lot longer than it needed to, since I could have just double casted it and ended it ages ago. I wanted to see how high we could get it. Let's go for a poke there. Also, we're getting double 20% here, too, which is pretty nice. I'm not sure if the bonus was working this morning. I know they accidentally made it humans. I believe it was fixed for the video. Didn't really notice, though. But, yeah, both the hero and her have 20%, as well as Euro Fire Mantle and everything else from that kingdom. So they're definitely pretty competent this week, that is for sure. Anything that ever gets 20%, it's quite a hefty bonus. It's not anywhere near the 50% that it used to give, but still 20% can make a really big difference, particularly in Guild War situations. Anyways, that's that. Can I try Azura, Valkyrie, Queen Map, Kraken? Sure, I don't see why not. And we'll definitely try all of them. Anything you guys have for suggestions or anything. Let me go claim our gems. And also, I deliberately did not claim all my legendary tasks earlier. So let's go open them now. I think I may have done a few in the morning. But here are the rest of them from the day. So let's see if we get anything good from them. Though my guild would have probably already mentioned it, but we'll go grab all these and see if we get like a mythic or a legend that we actually need. Apparently we're just getting basically just keys, which is fine. Oh, there we go. First legend. Gurgulfa, though that's not what I need, so that's not really that useful. Come on. Anything good? Bunch of arcane trait stones. I actually hate getting arcane trait stones these days. I'd much rather get the keys. They're much more useful to me, because I already have more of every arcane than I'll ever need. And no, it doesn't look like we're gonna get anything good. And nope, that's it. Just final keys, and there we go. Okay, well, nothing too good off of that. Got a Gurgulfa and a bunch of keys. Well, at least keys are still nice. Anyways, let me go and do the suggested team. Oh yeah, I have it over this slot. That was funny. I still really like this concept of team. I know it failed twice this morning, but let me go do it one more time. You're up against Dragon Souls right now. Watch, it's going to be the 3rd time in a row we'll lose with it, because I haven't used it since this morning. But this team was working so good when I was testing it earlier. Hopefully we can do that right now. So go move that over. Take that down. We actually got him up first, which is not that useful. I need to get Browns up immediately first every single time, though they're not really available, so we'll do that. He does not stop it. Oh, we did not get a Surge, though. That's pretty bad. Really good if he takes Skulls, so I do need to make sure he does. That's actually very helpful to us, so we'll just keep passing. Really bad that there's very few Browns on the board. That is one of the most important things for us to take with this team. That's why we have the banner set to it. Okay, so now we're in the range where he will not die. So at this point, we will go and throw this into frontline. And now we get our really big cast, as long as he doesn't do something insane. So we'll go for that. And now we get our really big cast. And we can go and throw another buff on it if we can somehow get it back up. I don't think we will be able to this time around, but we get a really big hit there. And nope, it's going to die. The struggles of trying to use a Hydra. And this is exactly why Hydra is never used. You have to deliberately lower it, its stats like crazy. And then you just put it into kill range. If you want to get good value out of your Hydra, you basically have to bring it into the range where it's about to die. And then, of course, it just randomly dies out of nowhere to almost anything, which is very annoying. He just killed himself off the reflect that we have there. That's kind of funny. But at this point, we just keep buffing him up, giving him barrier, making sure that he doesn't die, and giving him his higher boost ratio, and go from there. I almost feel like we could just get rid of the Hydra and just do something based around the Yagwe or something. Because at this point, it seems so much better than the Hydra. Maybe even just double Yagwe. And just alternate or use one as a shield. And then when one gets low, just switch to the other one or something. I'm not sure. But, yeah, Hydra, not quite working out. Wait, what happened to his HP? How is he damaged on HP when he just got summoned? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, we took a red. We took a red. The red ended up hitting it afterwards. Okay, I see. That's how he has HP damage. I was gonna say, how does he specifically have HP damage? But yeah, it's we killed the thing, but then our red's triggered, and then that red triggered on his HP. Hey, KrissTigger. Oh, we better not summon a bunch. We'll go and throw the damage down on him. And nice random extra turn right there. I don't have the way to kill him though. And yeah, let's move that over, I guess. Take the red, take a little bit of everything. Throw down the Yagwe, and that will be the final blow we need. And down it goes. Do you recommend crafting a second Pharaohs or crafting another mythic? Yeah, second Pharaohs is still perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. You can go with a Dark Troll, a Rock Troll, Dark Troll, double Pharaohs team if you're going to run in PvP. I personally don't run it that much as it's quite a bit slower than a normal team, but it is an option. Let's see. Don't do it against the freeze. Let me go do it against this real quick, and then I'll go show the other team that was suggested. Also, let me go and overwrite this team. We're going to completely build something else around it if we do go with something like that. Also, you don't even get 400 gold for using him in PvP. It's only an Explorer, so we really have almost no need to do that, unless we're kind of just messing around with them. Anyways, we're going to do the Pharaohs. So, of course, this is a Pharaohs week as well. Pretty noteworthy to go show a bunch of teams with them. Of course, we did a really... we did a video in the past that went over it extensively, for any of you that haven't seen. Actually, I probably should have linked that to the other thing. Actually, I should probably go still do that, even though it got most of its views already. But, yeah, we have done a video on, like, every possible Pharaohs team you could build, almost. Let's see, Rock Troll, Dark Troll. And it's always good to have a Soul Farmer. You basically have to whenever you're using Pharaohs. Either a Valkyrie or a Dragon Soul or a Dark Troll, any of the kind of standard troops for that. We could put Dark Troll in first slot and do the banner all-in on him. I think we're going into the all-in Dark Troll. The Rock Troll, though. At least for PvP, because he has a better Skull Poke. He has a stun, whereas the other has Death Mark. So I'll go for this. And this is basically what you would use for PvP double Pharaohs. 2 is the most you can ever use in PvP. 3 is way too slow. You can technically get away with it, but at that point you might as well just be doing it in challenges or Explore. Because it's so much more consistent to win in those. Alright, he gets some barrier, which is a little bit annoying since we're using single shot damage. This team's actually really, really bad at getting rid of barrier. If the enemy has a Dawnbringer, you want to skip it as if it's like a Queen Mab to a Loop team. You do not want to face Dawnbringer. Actually, we kind of don't want to even face Jargonian Monk because he also has barrier spam. You do want to avoid barriers at all costs. Pharaohs is really bad against them. Okay. Oh, that was an extra turn? Okay, perfect. We'll throw that in. Get a double. Hopefully don't miss. Okay, we do miss, but it doesn't give us alignment. Okay. We have a pair over there. Nothing over there. I guess we throw a double brown and just kind of wait to see where the board goes. Okay, that does nothing. And he takes away my yellow. Good job. And I guess we just go for a Pharaohs at this point. We already got our Dark Troll in, so that brings us to max souls. And now we just get it back going again. Not really getting the loop, but we'll need to go get our mana right back. We're going to go for the... I forget his name. The Asha last, mainly because he has barrier on him. And that's really hard for us to dispose of, since everything we have is single target. Okay, we'll try getting a Rock Troll here. Please don't miss. Wow. Okay, getting pretty unlucky with it. Another reason why you normally don't see me using this team. It goes way slower than a normal PvP team, but does average about 15,000 to 20,000 souls per hour while doing PvP. Though this is quite a slow rate. Go for that one. Go for this. There we go. I think we finally got what it was supposed to do ages ago. Well, not completely, but close enough. Okay. Go throw this down. Got our kill. He does not summon. Perfect. Throw the double. Yeah, I think we finally got it. There we go. Only took forever, but we finally got the loop going. And that's match. So that's what he's supposed to do. Ideally, he'll do that in, like, turn 3 or something. But of course, it takes a lot longer sometimes. But yeah, that's basically a Pharaohs Raw team. Oops, I forgot to see how many souls that was. Let me go do that again. Because I didn't actually catch the amount of souls. Oops, I actually saw it in the replay. Wait, hold up. I guess we're going to see it again, but how many was that? We get 440 souls from that. So that's about 400 if you have no VIP bonuses, I think, somewhere around there. So yeah, pretty decent amount of souls for just doing a PvP battle. We got 440 for every battle we do with this team. Assuming we win. Well, actually, we don't have to win. We just have to hit the max capacity. But ideally, we'll also win, because it is PvP, so we do gain gold and such from winning. Though this board, once again, is pretty bad. We'll go for the double here. Looks like a nice little area there, and we did get it. Though now we only have 4 purple on the board, so that's kind of bad. We'll try getting his mana up. Kind of ignore the other stuff. Let's go straight for the Pharaohs Ra. It leaves the convert right there. Oh, we haven't gotten a Dark Troll down, though. I need to go do that first. Oh, nice. The alignment stayed. So let's start destroying his team. Go for that as he's the most annoying. Take all these purples. Got another Pharaohs Ra. Move that. Double check the board. And what else do we get rid of? I'm actually going to keep the Shadow Dragon because he might help us. We'll go kill out Christine next so he doesn't summon. I guess we go for the double now. So we'll go for that. It misses, of course. That is just becoming tradition now. Constantly miss with everything. Go move that. And that should be good. We just throw this down. Just doesn't need, just hit, please. There we go. And that's match. And just move a couple things around. No alignment, but at least we get the kill. Oh, that is not what I meant to cast. Gosh, meant to definitely click Pharaohs Ra there. Let's throw that down. I did leave that purple there, but oh well. He's gonna resummon into something. Actually, never mind. He won't. We get to kill it out. And now we just go and double the brown and then poke him out. And that will, of course, be the max capacity of souls again of 440. And there we go. Yeah, I personally don't use it because it's really slow compared to normal PvP teams. But it does passively gain a lot of souls. Which is better for souls, Valkyrie or Soul Zara? Forgot the name spelling. Depends on the situation. Early on in the game, probably Soul Zara. Though later on in the game, probably Valkyrie. Soul Zara has a really high base amount of souls of 10 or 30. Whereas Valkyrie, the amount that Valkyrie gives has a very large spread. It's anywhere from like 5 if you're a really newer player, all the way up to, I believe, 18, which is what we currently have. Let's see. 20 is actually how many we have, so we could double cast Valkyrie. But earlier on in the game, when you don't have as many Magic Kingdoms, that number is quite a bit lower. So it really just depends on how many Magic Kingdoms you have. But if you don't have a really high magic on your Valkyrie, like if you only have 10, it's probably better doing Soul Zara in most situations. Hello, Pedro, welcome. Is Valkyrie still viable since she lost Necromancy? Yes. She lost Necromancy ages ago. That was like a year and a half ago. But yeah, she's still viable without it. Even without the mana shield that she also lost recently, she's still viable. Obviously a lot less viable than she used to be, but still pretty decent of a troop. Still nothing that gives better blues than that, other than maybe like a Sea Troll loop of some kind. Or a Nyx, of course, which is super annoying. What's the most annoying giant team you can come up with? Probably like 2 of her, or Dawnbringer and a Sea Troll or something. Haven't actually used that yet. Let me go back up into chat. There was something, a couple of people suggesting stuff that I didn't get around to yet. Let's see, Gorgotha, Yalgway, Infernus, and Corvash. You would need another mana generator, I think. Actually, Gorgotha would probably be enough. I don't know, I always feel like just replacing Corvash with a Mercy just to go with a quicker battle, personally. Corvash is nice for the mana drain, but the stun off of it isn't, well, it helps. But, I don't know, I just much prefer going Mercy. Mercy into Gorgotha, well, when you have a Infernus on your team, is just so quick if you get it on first turn. Also, hello, Anthony, welcome. Let's see. Gorgotha, Infernus, Yalgway, Pharaohs Ra, Desert Banner. That's pretty much the same thing that the other person just mentioned. So I guess we'll give it a shot. So that's kind of the in-between of both of them. So we'll go to do that. Yeah, sounds pretty solid. Oops, I need to go change the name of this team. I changed it for the video. Suggested teams. There we go. And let me go get rid of everything. So we need a Gorgotha. Infernus. What was the other one? Yalgway. Yep, sounds like it has everything it needs. Oops, he's already there, actually. Because he has Infernal Armor. And we cover every color by using Infernus plus Pharaohs Ra. So we got that covered. Oh wait, not every color, but the Yalgway covers the last color we need. And Desert Banner, of course, for the quick Gorgotha. They really need a +2 brown, +1 yellow, or +2 yellow, +1 brown. Gorgolfa will be used so much more when that happens. And I'll probably start naming it the Gorgolfa banner, due to how often it's going to be used specifically with it. Unfortunately, the banner currently doesn't exist, and I don't think it will ever be coming into the game. Or not anytime soon. But once it does, yeah, Gorgolfa is going to become ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually do a slight nerf to him at that point. Because almost everyone's going to start running Gorgolfa then. He's already really, really good. He's always been pretty high up there as far as usability. There was at one point when Karnex was better than him, but that was like ages upon ages ago. It's basically was when both of them did the exact same amount of explosions, but nowadays Infernus does way more. I mean, now Gorgolfa does way more, I mean. Do we have any alignment here? No. We can get a couple Piers here and there, but I think we just go for the Infernus to get us a better board. And, well, he just ruined my alignment, but we still have a single poke that we could do there, so we'll go for that. And just explode everything. Oh, now we have his alignment, of course, now when he doesn't have mana. We'll get a Pharaohs Raw in here. Did we go for it? Yeah, let's go. Oh, wait, he just drained me. Never mind. What just drained me? Moloch? What are you doing, Moloch? People still use Moloch? Wait, hold up. People still use Moloch. Actually, he's using his Yellow Guild War team, I think. Wait, is tomorrow Monday? I mean, not Monday. Is tomorrow Yellow Guild War Day? Because it seems a little bit weird that someone would be using that team on Defend. It's basically only used for Yellow Guild War days these days. It used to be pretty popular in the past, the team he's using right now. But that was like really old meta, like a year and a half ago. Okay, we'll go through Infernus. But people still use it for Yellow Guild War Day. Works really nicely for that. Go throw that down. Get Infernus. And that's match. There we go. Oh, we didn't even get a single Pharaohs Raw though because he Molocked us. But yeah, that would give us about, I think 125 or so souls for a single cast. So that's not too bad. Did I get Yalgway to Mythic? No, I have not gotten Yalgway to Mythic yet. I believe we have 3 copies of him or something, or 4. 4 copies. We're still 2 off. Technically 3, because I want to keep double of him just in case we need a team for it. Yeah, I haven't Mythic'd him yet. I don't really need to, though. He's perfectly fine without the little bit extra stats. It's helpful, but it's not really that big a deal to get Legends to Mythics. Unless you're planning on using them constantly. Though then again, we kind of are using Yalgway constantly. So I don't want to waste an Ascension Orb on him, though. So at this point, we just kind of have to just get lucky and hope that maybe the next Mythic we get, we'll get him during that. Tomorrow is blue. Week event kill is 300 yellow in PvP. Yep. Oh yeah, yellow for Snot Gems. Then wouldn't people just use 4 times Infernus, though? If that was the case? Because 4 times Infernus is the easiest thing to kill and would give the most amount of kills. Yeah, this person's also doing that, except with the Divine team this time around. Anyways, let's go back to the Frost Giants. Also, if I missed any teams, I feel like I did from earlier, please leave them again, because I will go over them if you guys need me to. They will always come back around. Oh wait, what were you referring to? Sorry, I must have missed something. Let's see. Yeah, the Pharaohs Raw, I believe they have it on a rotation now too, as of this patch. I'm not 100% certain on that, though. I forget if they have confirmed that anywhere or not. But one thing that they did mention that was possibly coming this patch, which again, I don't know for sure if it is indeed in place, is they were going to make Mythics go on a rotation. Well, actually everything in the Soulforge on a rotation. So basically, if there's a Pharaohs Raw currently in the drop pool, that means there won't be another Pharaohs Raw for about 5 weeks, because every other Mythic would have to be in the drop pool before a Pharaohs Raw is in there again. So yeah, it will be a little while before we see the next Pharaohs Raw, if that is indeed the case. Could be about 5 weeks or so, 4 or 5 weeks. But if that is the case, we'll know about exactly when. That means, if that is the case, that means around the end of April to early May will be the next time you'll be able to get a Pharaohs Raw if you're unable to afford it now. End of April or early May. Assuming it's on rotation, though I'm not fully certain on that or not. I'll go throw that down. And just throw double green here, or not. We'll throw the purple actually. Go for double green now. I almost took that extra turn, that would have been a mistake. But it is way overkill at this point, and down it goes. Yeah, it feels good to have another freeze option, because of course, mostly in the past, you'd mainly just use Queen Mab and such. But this would be pretty viable for, like, Green Day Guild Wars if you needed freeze. I might even use her on one of my defends, That'd actually be a pretty good thing to go and use, because now we basically have a second Queen Mab. Not as good of a Queen Mab as a Queen Mab, but definitely could work. And I have a lot of days here that could use some revamping as far as my defend teams. I have a lot of really bad defend teams right now. Oops, that's not even where they are. Go under Guild, go under Guild Wars. And let's see, what are my defense right now? What on earth is that blue defense? Carnex, Ragnargord, Worldbreaker, Glitterclaw. The Worldbreaker, Glitterclaw, yes. The rest of the team is questionable. That is for sure. Green Day could definitely use some revamping. I think tomorrow or even today I'm going to go and completely overhaul that team into something else. Probably using the new Giant. Maybe I'll make a 4x Giant team there and see how it defends. Defend Brown. I love this team, but it is horrible on Brown Day. I just haven't found a day to really put it on that's particularly good. Wait. Some of these are wrong. Why is my defend red on yellow? And my defend green is on this. Okay, it appears to have some kind of automatic system that now sets up your teams. But I think it puts your team in the same slot where it was the previous week. It doesn't actually check to put it back to the same color, apparently. So if you put a, like, let's say, your blue team to blue day, it will remember that you put it in this first day team slot, but it will not remember the color that you put it in. Interesting. So that appears to be what it did here. So yeah, I need to go reorder all these and probably revamp them later. I'm not going to do that now, though, because I'm not fully certain on what I'm even going to be changing them to. But anyways, where are we even? We're going to be in Herald, so we get about mid-range stats and such. And what are we even fighting for this week? It doesn't even show winners, your results, or anything, or even your rewards. The screen is so broken right now. It only shows last week's reward. We can't even see what we're getting this week. Why do they make it so broken? Fix your stuff. Look, we can't even click on any of them. They're all grayed out. And this only shows last week's rewards. Oh wait, is this week's? No, this was last week. Isn't that last week? Oh no, maybe this is this week's rewards. It's hard to tell. But if it is, I guess it's penguins. Doesn't really matter to me. I already have them all maxed, though. So let's go for our males. Go for that. And there we go. It's going to be a lot harder to max those, though, now that's once every third week. Because they come a lot less often than they used to. Can I do my revamping in a video? My defend revamping? I don't know, I guess we could do it on stream now. I'm just not fully certain on what I even want to change them to. And normally I'll just kind of chill and do it for like an hour or whenever I'm just like messing around with them. Because I'll like test a couple of them, see how they fend and stuff like that. I guess we could do some of it on stream. I don't think I'm going to do all of it though. Because I need to overhaul almost every single one of them. No, yeah, we'll go for a Dawnbringer here. Is Guild War bugged? Probably. This is the first Guild War, or the first full Guild War since the most recent patch. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some bugs with it. But, yeah, we'll see exactly what happens tomorrow. Hopefully it'll run smoothly, without any bugs. Go throw that down, get our double kill. And now it should be pretty easy to clean up the rest. Just throw a Dawnbringer. You know what, I actually do like this team. Not that bad. Maybe I'll set it as my defend and just see what happens. Oh no, I can't. I believe I'm using Farce Troll for a different team. That's unfortunate, but we'll go through that down. Well, technically I only need Sea Troll. I guess I could go double her and do it that way. Actually, with that being said, let me go do that right now. Curious how that will fend. So this won't have an infinite loop, but we gain our stats twice as quick. Also, we'll use one less color by doing this. Let me remove that. Yep, that's not what I meant to do. What's her name? Why is this blur? I thought I put my options so there's no blur. 1 second. Options. Settings. Graphics. Where's the blur setting? Put it off. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let me put it on mild, maybe. Let's see. But yeah, I definitely don't need it on max. I guess I might have misclicked it earlier. Yeah, I'll just keep it on low, I guess. Anyways. Collect that, get our gem keys, and let me go revamp the team we were just doing, and get the second Hindla in there. And there we go. Okay, let's go mess with this. So, Sea Troll, Dawnbringer, double Hindla. See what happens with it. But no worries, Lowlight, we'll go get it. What is it? Azura, Valkyrie, Queen Map, Kraken. Sure, we'll go do that. Sounds like a plan. What's his alignment? He gets double over there. I guess we'll let it have him. Or let him have it. What do we need here? Take the yellow? No. I need a green or a purple. So we'll take that green. Now we can get started. Wow, a lot of mana on this board. I kind of want to go try for a Dawnbringer quickly. Didn't get it. But we get a bunch of Cascades. Double check the board. Nothing. Throw a Dawnbringer. He does not take blue. Perfect. Throw that down. And take every extra turn we have. Keep getting the damage higher. Now we have a triple cast. Now we just need to strategize where on earth we're going to use this. So I guess we throw that there. Dawnbringer for the kill. Then we throw it on that one. Actually, you know what? Wrong order. We throw this first. He'll do that and break basically all of our barriers. Now we get slightly more. Oh, I should have taken the yellow first. Oops, could have gotten 4 higher damage. And every extra turn is really important, so that was a bit of a mistake, but oh well. Actually, that would have killed her. She would be dead right now if I would have done that. Oh well. She leaves us a pretty decent board. We'll go move that down. And that's match already. There we go. Well, that is a lot of buff per turn, that is for sure. Also, the fact that you can use trolls with it is kind of cool too, because trolls gain HP every turn, or heal. So even when they take damage, you're giving them so much HP off the Hindlas, plus you're getting the heal every turn for 3. They're really tanky actually, despite not having any mitigation. And if you use Rock Troll somehow with it, that would have reduction. But I don't think there's any team you could possibly build out of them that could do that. Normally, the best you'd be able to do is Forest Troll, because you can't really fit a Rock Troll into your team. But Forest Troll is also pretty tanky. That works. Alright, we're gonna move that. I don't think we have any... Oh, wait, we do have one follow-up, so we'll go take that. Have a brown-red, too. We don't actually use brown, though, and we already have our max red. So I guess we just do a cast. Before I do, I want that green, but I can't take it. Guess I could take a purple. Oh, extra turn, too. Oh, didn't even see that. Nice. So we'll go for that. Oh, I did see it. Well, obviously, because I just went for it, but, you know, I didn't see it initially until I saw the purple there. Anyways, let's go and throw this down. Get that down. Throw this double link thing. We take that first, though. And every extra turn's 4 HP and 4 magic for our entire team. Of course, he doesn't use any magic, unfortunately, but everything else does very well. Move that over, and I guess we'll just go for another poke. Green wouldn't be too bad to take right now, actually. Let me do that, and he'll just hit my barrier. Greens and purples, definitely priority, so we'll go grab that. And we'll go get the full mana soon. We can throw the Dawnbringer now. That is insane damage. Did we throw it now, or do we wait? Yeah, we throw it now. So we'll throw that down. Freeze his entire team. Never mind, that's wipe right there. And down it goes. Yeah, Hinsla, not too bad. I don't think I would use it as a main PvP team, but there's definitely a lot of potential in using her. I think there's some kind of Guild War day we might be able to fit her in, particularly with that Dawnbringer. The only problem is we can't use Sea Troll in those kind of teams. And I don't think we'll actually have a good troll or any mana generator to make it work. Because I can't use Valkyrie, I can't use Sea Troll. I would have to give up Dawnbringer if I want a really good hero weapon that can do mana generation. That would almost defeat the purpose of even using it then. But let's go put everything in here. We need a Azura. We need a... what else? Valkyrie. Valkyrie. Queen Mab and a Kraken. Doesn't seem too bad. Put that in there, and a Kraken. Normally you don't want to use Kraken first slot, though. Kraken's more of a, like, first, second, maybe third at the furthest back. Fourth slot's a really big liability, because if you get devoured, well, you just got counter-devoured, and then he gets a lot of stats. Also, let me go change over to this banner. Not sure if one was even suggested, don't believe so. We'll go with that. And let's get into it. Go for the quick Valkyrie and get everything rolling. Yeah, that's pretty much everything it needs. Just a little bit of a weird position for the Kraken. But we'll go and try getting Valkyrie up immediately. And if not that, we go into, what's her name? Into Azura. So he'll do that. He misses and actually gives us everything we need. So perfect. That gives us our Valkyrie there. Convert this out and we're good to go. Explode the entire board for mana generation and progress from there. Okay, there we go. I guess I could throw another Valkyrie maybe. Do this on... do I get rid of greens? No, I think I get rid of brown. We don't use it, so I might as well get rid of it. One blue short. Very unfortunate, but we'll go for the explosion there. Didn't extra turn it. Almost full Kraken mana. I don't have any easy way to get that up other than another explosion, which I guess we'll do since we only have 5 blue. Very unlucky with the Queen map here at the moment. Wait, did that not give it full mana? I didn't even double check to see what was next to it, so... Nope, that didn't actually get it full mana. At this point, I almost just want to throw blank Queen Mab. That or take a green if we could get it somewhere, but it doesn't appear to be available. We'll let him take his first Skull Poke, I guess. We'll just waste our turn. Normally not the best thing to do with that, but don't have too many other options at the moment. Guess we'll try getting a Kraken in there for some damage. And for the blues, which should hopefully give us Valkyrie alignment. So we'll go to that. This will give us Valkyrie, hopefully. And... come on. Nope. We get a little bit of value off of brown, which I guess we'll do since we don't actually use the color. We could also just go for Azura here, so you know what, we'll just do that. And hopefully that gives us the board we finally need. We could do it on red. Better than nothing. We also have it on green right now, though I think I want to save that for the Kraken. And we can finally get a free Queen Mab, so we'll go throw that in there. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but it worked out, so never mind. That was exactly what I meant to do. I always do that with teams I don't normally use. I always use, like, the, I feel like I'm always using the explosion order of an Infernus team. I'll sometimes accidentally, like, click the wrong ones. That happens sometimes. Anyways, yeah, it works out pretty nicely. So, I would put Kraken probably, like, right there. And do it more like that. Azura, Kraken, Valkyrie, Queen Mab. Same difference. Same team. Let's see. Hello, Alan So, welcome. Also, hello, Derek and Backchan. Welcome as well. What would you sub in for Kraken on this particular team? Probably Sea Troll, because you would get so much mana out of it. It would probably just be a Sea Troll. Actually, let me go do it with that right now, with the reordered order. Sea Troll. Yeah, Sea Troll, Azura, Sea Troll, Valkyrie, Queen Mab would probably be the team I would bother using with this, with a +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown, and of course we don't use the brown, so technically -1 0 or -1 nothing, because well, there's nothing to minus because we don't have any summoner nor anything that's gonna ever use brown. Anyways, let's go take the purple, go get that up immediately, go and get ourselves a nice Azura here, and should be good to go. Let's go and throw this down, hopefully get full mana on something. There we go, Valkyrie. Almost got rid of all the blues though. We're gonna have to get rid of our purchased purples because it's much more important to get these other colors at the moment. Go throw an Azura down. And I think we finally got things rolling. So hopefully we have a Valkyrie here, perfect on brown. That we then go into a Queen Mab, double the blue, another Queen Mab, convert or explode the blue. Looks like explode. That gives us our mana back, and then we repeat the cycle until we win. Of course, this only works if they can actually be hit with mana drain, or not mana drain, mana burn. So do keep that in mind. We have 0 damage if they have immune to mana burn. But if they can be hit with mana burn, this works perfectly fine. We'll do that on brown, the color we don't use. Grab all that, get a free thing. Once again, we have the troll combo, so we can just go into that. As I mentioned, since he has immunity, we're going to have to kill him out with skulls or Azura. Even though I can get free hits right here, it obviously does nothing because it's impervious. So we'll just go explode, and just explode again. Yeah, that's enough skulls, and down it goes. And that's a match. Yeah, assuming they don't have immunities to it, or if they only have that one immunity, works pretty nicely. I feel the need to sneeze, but can't sneeze. I hate that feeling. Let's see. I have a team suggestion for you. Corvash, Azura, Giant Queen, and Champion of Anu. Oh, nice. I haven't used Anu with them yet. Almost even forgot about Anu. Might be using it on Blue Day. I'm not quite sure. Oh, wait. Is that a pure blue team? I didn't even know this. Wait. It might be pure blue that you just suggested. Let's see. Oh, it is. Interesting. Yeah, we'll definitely give it a shot. Anu, Corvash, Azura. We keep the Azura there. And what was the final one we needed? The new giant thing. That will give us a freeze option. I almost feel like we'd be better off with KrissTigger though, personally. But, I'll give it a shot. Where'd she go? Oops, I just spelled frost wrong. I think I just tried spelling forest and frost halfway. I like tried doing half of both. Okay. Looks like we go a frozen banner for the +2 blue, +1 purple, -1 red. Because it's not as important that we get the red there. But it is really important we get a lot of blue and purples, particularly purples. Oh, there is only slightly one issue with that though. We might take so many blues that we can't get an Azura down. It's the only slight problem with using Azura on blue days. Same thing as using Herdmaster on yellow day, or really anything that does an explosion into its own color. If you use it on that Guild War day, you're going to be taking a lot of that color to try to fill up your troops, which means there might be less of it on the board for when you need your cast. And since we're using it as our main mana generator, that's going to be a huge liability in most battles. And it could lead us to lose. Speaking of that, I think we already lost. We'll go move that over. Yeah, I'm still not fully certain either on what I will be using for Blue Guild War Day. Because I did want to revamp it into something using like Anu and stuff. I don't think it would be this though. I feel like going first slot Azura and just kind of building from there. Okay, so we get a bit of Azura here. We'll go grab that. That dispels everything too, so we don't need to worry about those barriers. We'll get probably an Anu on first slot soon, so we can stop doing that. Also get some Corvashes in there. Also, I don't think there's much of a need to use both Corvash and Anu together. They both kind of do the same thing, for the most part. You need either one or the other. We'll go through a Corvash there for really good value. Take the browns, which we are not frozen on, so we'll go move that. Need to go get Azura to full mana, though we can only do that in a purple. So we'll try for a purple here. Didn't get it. Oh, I didn't realize that was enough to kill him. And we do have a summon, though, which is nice. Because, oh, you know what? Maybe she will be pretty viable then. I completely forgot about that. Have I even used her summon once? Almost forgot that's even a thing. This, I think, is the first time I'm even getting a summon offer. Let me first go. Oh! Wow, the misclick. How are my misclicks that bad today? That definitely was obviously meant for first slots. What even was that click? Okay, we'll go and take the purple over. He's going to hit real hard there. Luckily, he doesn't hit for the middle one. But let me go and throw down some freeze there. Almost kill out his hero. Giant, the Dragon Cruncher. That will not really help us much here. Okay, we do not have a drop for that, but we will go for another explosion. We still have a Azura, so him doing a Dawnbringer. Oh, wow. Well, at least we can get rid of those barriers. Too bad there's not a dragon on this team. We'd actually have a chance of still winning this. Which I guess we still do. His stats are getting pretty low. And we have Impervious on that thing, so it's not going to be hit by that damage off of her. Also means he can't be burned, though that can happen. Okay, what do we need to kill? Probably the barrier, because we don't have Dispel anymore. So we're all good, just going to have the one summon left, and that'll be it. Okay, we'll go and... do I even bother with that whole clump of gems over there? We don't get any mana out of it, though nowheres we go will give us mana, so I guess we'll go for it. Okay, he gets that. He doesn't gain any benefit from it, though. He just creates a bunch of random colors. Once again, nowheres to really go, so we'll try setting up for next turn. Queen Mab is completely useless. It does nothing against us because we have Impervious. Feels weird using only one Dragon Cruncher as the entire team, though. I don't think that has ever been my remaining team. A weird thing to have left on your team. So we'll go take this green here. Need to go get those pokes. He's our next target. Actually, I should probably go kill Selena's. He's the only thing that could still actually kill us. It would take him forever, but he can actually technically still kill us. Yeah, we'd score such a ridiculously low score if this was a natural PvP, a natural Guild War battle right now. I'm gonna go kill, what's the biggest threat? I actually want to keep him alive. I guess we kill Selena's, and then we kill Queen Mab. Queen Mab could still kill us with skulls, which is the highest liability we have at the moment. I almost don't want to take a skull here, because it's just going to make it so much easier for him to kill us. So I'm just going to delay by taking a weird move like that. And that gives us red. He just keeps taking useless skulls that do 3 damage. Oh, okay. Well, now we can panic. That's bad. It does not go for that extra turn, though, which is nice, because it could have gotten a skull, which would have been bad for us. And that also allows us to kill Queen Mab right now, which makes this battle quite a bit easier. Still not won yet, though. Okay, and now he has to 2-shot us, and we have to 2-shot him. Whoever gets it first will win. Now it's just a matter of who is going to give the other person a skull. And that'll basically determine this battle, or who can get their mana quicker. There we go. We got both our thing and our hit, so we won. Let's match. Take our skull and throw the final hit. Well, that was a really strange battle, but we did indeed win. If that was Guild Wars, that would have costed us a good majority of our points, though. But it was still a win, nonetheless. I don't know. I think we would have to go something like... I think we're going to have to ditch the Anu. I just feel like we're just gonna have to go Dawnbringer, particularly with the half mana to Giants and everything. If we're gonna be trying to use Helinda, let me go try building a blue Guild War team. So we do that. Oh, we already got our team. There we go. That's all we had to do. Azura, Corvash, Dawnbringer, and Hylinda. And I kind of want to replace out... I want to replace Corvash with something. I just don't know what. I kind of don't want a Corvash on this team. As weird as that may seem. Let's see. I like his mana drain, but I don't like the aspect that he conflicts with our damage source. Well, maybe not. Technically, Azura is already doing that too. I guess Corvash is fine. We already have freeze, so we wouldn't need an Ice Golem or anything. War is way too expensive. I was hoping for like a mana generator, but none of these can really do that well. Oh, Deckhand, but he's the same color. He's not brown-blue. You know what, we'll just keep the Corvash, I guess. So we'll go with this. Frozen Banner into Quick Azura. Actually, like, we kind of need red a bit more this time around, so let me go just into standard blue-purple instead. Just so we don't conflict with the Dawnbringer if we want to go get it up. And we'll just roll with that. But if you don't have Dawnbringer, you can still go with the previous team. And if you don't have that other mythic, you could go, actually, there aren't really too many other troops of that color, is there? There's like Jotnar, but then that's also expensive. Actually, I don't know what the replacement would be at that point. But we'll go through a Dawnbringer here. I think. Actually, let me take the purple. Oh, but that gives him red. Whoops. Okay, so we'll go move that over. I need another purple, but for now, he doesn't have any Dispel, which is one of the bad things about his team that he's using now. He has so many things going towards it, but the one thing it is missing is Dispel, so he can constantly keep barriering, and he has no way of removing them. We did not get full mana there, though. I'm going to need to throw this freeze just so he doesn't get to use anything. We'll go throw that down, get our freeze. We'll go and, I guess, take a yellow to the skull. Doesn't really give us much value, though. I'd rather take that purple, but I do need to try killing out Diviner. And the rest of his team as well. Especially Diviner now that he's within range, or she's within range of casting. I don't believe there's any immediate way to kill it, though, so we're just going to hope she doesn't do anything important. So he actually wastes his turn there, so that's nice. Wonder if I can bait him out again. But we only have 5 explosions. I am going to go for it, though. That gives us Dawnbringer, and a really hefty Dawnbringer at that, and it will protect us from his Dawnbringer as well. So Dawnbringer to Dawnbringer. It's always pretty funny when Dawnbringers go by side by side like that. But then we go for the freeze here, and I'll just freeze them and get rid of their barriers, and now we can Corvash kill. No brown. Oh yeah, there's a brown. Never mind. Oh, it didn't surge though. But now we have Corvash, and he got to do almost nothing this battle, but he does get the final hit, and down it goes. When you used all your resources, you end up getting an Anu. Nice. Yeah, Anu, like I said, mainly just going to be used for Blue Guild War days. That's one of his biggest purposes that he really has. Though, in this case, since we're using Dawnbringer instead and everything, and using the new Giant, I figured we'd go more towards this kind of build. I do feel like that our Dawnbringer with the new Giant will be a little bit safer, because this allows us to have a... it still has a similar disable with Corvash, but it also allows us to have a summon, which is nice. Something we normally don't have, unless we're going to specifically use a KrissTigger or something. So, yeah, should be okay for tomorrow, for Blue Day. This might be what I actually go and mess around with then. We might give it a shot. Biggest concern would always be she dies too quickly, though. We don't have anything to keep her alive on this team other than maybe getting a quick Dawnbringer. And we're just going to have to hope that that is enough. I'll go through that down. Get a freeze here as well, if we can get a nice one anywheres. Did we take a skull? I want to take a purple. Purple skull, go. Hey, we actually got it. Into another purple too, perfect. So we'll go do that. That's essentially match. Go for our explosion. And down it goes. And let's see what our next battle is with it. Okay, if we can win against this, that's one of the slightly annoying teams, though we do have a bunch of freeze. I don't think anyone would actually be using this on a Blue Day. Blue Day tends to have a lot of freeze and immune to freeze, so it's not really that good of an idea to throw a bunch of freeze spam at it. Green Day is good to throw it at. I think that's like the biggest days to really throw it against. Green and red days If you have any good freeze defend teams, those are the 2 bigger days to throw them at. Most people on red days run dwarves though instead, which is also a really powerful team. Main reason people throw dwarves is because the only viable day that dwarves can be used is red day. So it makes it so you can use more stronger stuff on other days. So we'll go and get an explosion here. Hopefully this does not give him a good board. Nope, it did not. So we'll go take the green. Thank you very much. Take the other green. Keep stunning him out. Keep stunning him out. Get all of our mana. That gives us Dawnbringer, so we'll go throw that down. Get a freeze on him just in case he feels like going crazy. It's only a double freeze, but... oh no, never mind. It's a triple. She was frozen. Sweet. Perfect. Alright, we'll go throw this down. Hopefully he does not devour. This does not have immune to devour. Nothing on our team does. Nor can we actually use barrier to protect us, because Kraken is weird in that it's the only troop with devour that triggers its damage before the devour, meaning that barrier cannot protect against it. And there we go. Every other devour in the game can be protected from with a barrier, but you can't do it for Kraken due to him doing his damage and then doing the devour, whereas all other troops do their devour and then do their damage. Why he is in reverse order, I do not know, but that's one of the things that actually makes Kraken very, very strong. Can I do a Crimson Bat team? Sure. A budget Crimson Bat team. I showed one the other day too, except I was doing Dracula's. It works a lot better earlier on in the game, which is why you'll never really see me using much Crimson Bat whatsoever. This is using a untraded. This is like the cheapest team I know of that you can build a bat around. But it's double Soothsayer, Valkyrie. I mean, double... What am I doing? Well, I guess you could technically use Valkyrie too. That doesn't hurt. But double Soothsayer, Herdmaster, and Crimson Bat. And I guess you could use Valkyrie there if you wanted to, though you're missing a color if you do. And you set the banner to a red-blue banner. And basically what you do is just try rushing this team up to a double shot or a triple shot, and then win the battle off of that. Pretty straightforward team. Basically just spam Soothsayers and go from there. Very cheap to build as well. Only uses 3 ultra rares and a legend, and of course the team is built around that legend specifically. Not that many purples on this starting board. Normally we would have a few that we'll be able to utilize, not so much this time around. I'll go move this, move the other one, and just probably get a Herdmaster here. We can cleanse any negative stats effects if we need, and constantly gain mana pretty easily off the Herdmaster, plus the Soothsayers, and we'll just get that down. Ideally you can double cast. It works at a pretty decent speed if you can double cast. Though it's perfectly fine if you go for something like a triple cast or something. Yeah, that's pretty much standard, cheap Crimson Bat team. There are a few other kind of weird niche teams that you can use with them, though quite a few of the better teams that do end up using Crimson Bat, that isn't particularly this, are really expensive. Like, they require having a fully traded def, or they require heavy skull spammers and stuff like that. But, yeah, this is about the most standard kind of Crimson Bat team you can build. Double Soothsayer, Herdmaster, Crimson Bat, or replace the Herdmaster with Valkyrie if you wish. A little bit clunkier with a Valkyrie, but of course you gain souls. So if you appreciate the souls more, or if you want the souls more, if you find that valuable, then you might want to do that. As far as just quick early game Crimson Bat teams, that's about the cheapest solid team you're going to get out of it, that I'm aware of. Yeah, he's fun to mess around with. Really good with Marilith, really good with Azura, really good with, well, just about anything that does true damage. Miststalker cleanups works pretty nice with that. What's the current best 4x Goblin team? That is, well, 4x specifically, that would be Double Fizz with Grapple Pot and Nobin Brothers. Oops, I can't spell grapple. There it is. Oh, it's because it has 2 P's. And Nobin Brothers. It's this team. Normally, it doesn't get ran like this, though. Normally, when you see it, people run it Nobin Brothers, Princess Fizzbang, Queen Grapple Pot, and a Siren there. Siren isn't actually a goblin. There's 2 reasons why people do this. One is because the AI can get a really quick start out of it. The second reason is because for Guild War purposes, you cannot use Double Fizzbang. You can if you're invading, but of course there's no color day you'd be able to do that on. But it's mainly just a PvP team. This specific one that you see right here is basically the PvP version of this team. And we'll just set it to, I guess, Frozen Banner. There's a couple different ways we could do this, even just blue-purple. I think I go Frozen Banner, though, as Princess Fizzbang is the main thing we'd want to get up. So let me just go Frozen, wherever it is. Where are you? It's Glacial Peak. There it is. Okay, and let's just go into this. And essentially what we're going to be able to do here is get a double cast of Fizzbang and then kind of just progress from there. So right off the bat, we're going to want to go for either blue, purple, red, or brown. Greens and yellows are pretty pointless to us. They're mainly just there for our explosions. We're not actually going to be specifically going out of our way to seek them. Right here, we're going to hope for an explosion. It gave us a really nice magic buff, though unfortunately that was not an explosion. So that will set us back a little bit, but it will help us in the long run, since that was indeed, of course, a magic buff on the best thing we need to get magic up on. So that's not too bad. I am actually going to go against what I said and get a green now, simply because we got so much damage now due to that drop that we could just two-shot his team. So that's another weird thing that can happen too. If you get that really small chance of magic buffing your grapple pot, you essentially just auto-win the battle, which is what's happening this battle if he doesn't get that on us. Yeah, okay, we need that explosion really bad right now. So hopefully we'll get it here. Please don't. There we go. Okay, 1 mana short though. Hopefully this will do what we need. Not quite. It's not enough damage to kill him. So I guess we just have to hope we get lucky here. Nope. Okay. Well, he'll die still, but this set us back a little bit. But 1 skull will take him out, so this is not that big a deal. Didn't get it, but I don't think he can actually kill us here. Oh, I say that. He's getting close. Definitely trying. We'll go for that. Get 1 more fizz bang here. And oh no! He might actually get it. I think he just got it. You've got to be kidding me. Infernus, stop being so overpowered. Case in point why I use Infernus. Wow. Well, you get the point of the team, but yeah, that's the strongest goblin team around right now, if you're invading. If you're defending with it, you replace this with a siren. It's actually my defend team right now, too, on one of the days. If we go over here, it's Nobin Brothers, Princess Fizzbang, Grapple Pot, Siren. The AI uses this pretty decently. It's one of the stronger teams that the AI can use. And one nice thing about it in Guild Wars is you normally don't see freeze being used against it, though you might see 4 times knob chompers being used against it. So it isn't really that good for brown or yellow days, though the problem is it's also not good for blue and purple days, so that really doesn't leave much. It basically means it can only be used on red days and green days. I guess I could make it my new green day defend or something. I might just do that, I guess. Because maybe they'll create a bunch of greens and then we can utilize that, because Fizzbang does destroy all greens. Though that could also backfire in that he's constantly taking greens, which means we wouldn't be able to actually explode greens. So really that would only leave it at red day then, as the only day we could use it on. But we already have a different team. That's kind of why I don't have anywheres to really put her. It's a nice team, but in Guild Wars there's like so many instances where you can't really... why won't it let me click? Are we having that weird glitch again where it won't let me do anything on the map? There was a problem trying to connect to... What are you doing, game? Okay, I'm gonna need to wait a second. I think we just froze the game somehow. Well, not like actually froze it, but something weird with it. Not quite sure what's going on. Okay, there we go. That was weird, but it's working now. Anyways, let me go take our PvP tier reward, defend reward, PvP, PvP. I don't know why I'm taking these individually. I like doing it for the other stuff. PvP rewards, I could click claim all on though. Yeah, Salty should be up in about... actually, she should be up right now. Is she not up now? Or is she delaying the stream? Normally, she'd be up at this exact moment in time, if she was starting on time. But of course, like me, she's normally a few minutes late, though apparently she's going to be a half an hour late. It happens sometimes, though. I know how hectic it can be sometimes. Let's see. Let me double check. What time is she streaming? I guess we'll stream up until the time that she starts streaming, and then we'll go raid her, because we might as well. Yeah, she said 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I guess we'll go and stream until 26 more minutes then, and someone let me know in chat when she's streaming, and we'll just end then, and I'll send you all over to her. Of course, she is one of the developers of the game. She's mainly in charge of like social media and stuff like that, and community management and all that kind of stuff. But she also does a live stream every Monday as a part of that. And yeah, she'll be here in like 25 minutes. So yeah, so we'll go and raid her in 25 minutes then. So with that being said, we'll stream for the rest of the time. So if you guys have any other questions, which I keep missing, let me go to Lexia. I'm so sorry, guys. Hello, Eric. Welcome. Let's see, Lexia. What is a good Dracula's team? Pretty much the exact same thing we just used. Other than that, you could do a Crimson Bat, Valkyrie, Draculus, and one other troop. You could do something along those lines. I personally don't really use Draculus that much, mainly because things like Draculus and Crimson Bat I find to not really be worth it in most situations. I much prefer going with higher damage physical damage than to try true damaging out the enemy. It just goes quicker normally. Also, hello Jeremy as well. Welcome. I personally would not really bother with Draculus these days, at least in the current state of the game. There isn't really much to use it for, I don't feel like personally. You also have to keep in mind, Draculus and Crimson Bat do the exact same amount of damage, but Draculus costs 5 mana cost more. Like if we go put both of these in a team real quick, and just go and put a Crimson Bat there, and just do like a comparison of, it's double, oh there it is. But if we just do a comparison real quick, 15 mana costs 20 true damage, 20 mana costs 20 true damage. So you technically get better value out of the Crimson Bat. There are some explosion teams, like for example Gorgulfa first slot, where a Draculus would technically be better, because even though it's 5 mana cost more, you're absorbing more of that mana from the Gorgulfa. So instances like that, so if you're going like a Gorgulfa, Marilift, Draculus, and like one other troop, maybe like Miststalker or something for cleanup, those kind of instances would be a bit better with a Draculus. Though more often than not, I personally prefer Crimson Bat. And in many teams that I bother to even build these days, I normally just go with Uriali. And the main reason for this is because she has Poison, as well as... where is she? Did I spell her name wrong? Probably. Uriali? Uriali? How can I never get her? It's a Naga. Let's just go under Nagas. Oh, it's EU. But anyways, Uriali has an even higher mana cost, but she has higher damage. It's 3 higher than the other ones, plus you get additional boost ratios for every Naga and Undead on your team. So if you have additional ones, she could stack up to like 30 plus for only 2 more than a Draculus. So I do like using her quite a bit, or not quite a bit, but if I am going to use like one of these 3, you're normally going to see me using an Uriali in most situations and not a Draculus or a Crimson Bat. There are definitely purposes for these things, though later in the game you don't really need them that much. The main benefit you get from Draculus is he's so hard to kill, but that doesn't help you win. Crimson Bat's good at winning, but he's really flimsy. And the Uriali is just like the all-around one. It has a lot higher liability due to its higher mana cost, but due to immune to mana drain being added to the game, a lot less drains are starting to be used, even though I've kind of said in the past that Draculus and Crimson Bat were slightly better than Uriali due to mana costs. This is slightly not the case anymore, because very few people are bothering to run Famine, Moloch, Spirit Fox, stuff like that anymore. You still see them, but not as commonly as you did prior to immune to mana drain coming into the game. But yeah, anyways, it's a spill on that. I think there was some other team that someone mentioned I didn't end up doing. If so, definitely leave it again. I'm going through chat right now, trying to look through some of the stuff. Dungeon? Yeah, we'll go do Dungeon. Yeah, we'll have a code as well. Let me go do Soulforge right now. I mean, the Dungeon right now. I like how I click on the wrong one and say the wrong one. But we'll go and just run through it real quick with the gold farming team. Actually, let me go get rid of that. We did not need that there. We only need that if we're going to go and explore. And really, we have no need to actually enter explore. We get gold if we do so, but I don't really need more gold. We have almost like a 5 million stack at this point. Actually, how much do we have left? Because I spent a bunch on whatever the event stuff was, like for guild and all that kind of stuff. So my resources might be a little low. By low, I mean like 3 million or something. It might be a little low, like, you know, 4 million or so. Anyways, let's go and... what do I even need here? Let me just throw a firebomb. Don't know why I'm even thinking so long. It's such an easy battle. It's like, let's take forever on the battle that takes 30 seconds. Okay. Probably not even 30 seconds, but into the next one. And click to battle. Okay, right off the bat, just throw the firebombs down, double check the board, move that over, throw a firebomb, double check the drop there, don't have it. Get a sunbird. Get another firebomb. Rowan. That's not enough to kill, but should be close. Then we just need one sunbird, somewheres. And that's match. There we go. You need a quick PvP team. What should you use? Depends on what you have. Some things that win pretty quick are things that use Gorgulfa followed by damage sources. Things that run with a quick empowered like Siren or Mercy. Things that are just really high at doing damage like Infernus, Elamagrim, Infinite Loops. Anything like a Green Seer Giant Spider combo. Any double troll combo that feeds into each other. a Alchemist Hellcat combo, an Alchemist Moneylender combo. Stuff like those are pretty decent, simply because they have a lot of loop potential, and they tend to win pretty consistently, as well as having a lot of damage. And those are pretty good things to fall back on if you don't have anything to really build around. And other than that, I know, again, it depends on what you have. There's plenty base teams that you could easily build around, though, like I mentioned. Can you try to build a Green Day team for Hyndla? I don't think it would be worth using on Green Day. Blue Day, yes. Green Day, not as much. But, sure, we can go try real quick. Problem with that is I don't think there's enough trolls. I mean, not enough trolls. I mean, not enough troops that really work for it, that are giants. But we'll give it a shot. Speaking of trolls, that is actually what I will be using for it. So let's go to suggest the team. So we need Hyndla. So we get that in there. Hyndla. Put that in there. Boom, boom. Get a, well, it's Green Day. We actually can't go Azure. I was just about to put that there. Sea Troll then. We'll get a Sea Troll in there. I'm not sure what to do for weapon because we can't use Dawnbringer now. Which is a pretty decent weapon, obviously. Go and throw this. So let's see. It would have to include green, so let me go and move that to green. I do want to use hero class because we're going to start with half mana. So, ooh, Cauldron. That'd be a little slow, but it would be pretty funny. Wait, is there something really big that we could throw Cauldron on? That actually wouldn't be too bad. What mythics are available on this day? Hold up, I might be using Cauldron. What's the biggest troop? Actually, first things first. Is there a troop that covers the rest of the colors? I don't think there is. Oops, wrong coloration. Oh, there is. Worldbreaker. Oh. 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 Unfortunately, how are we going to feed him mana, though? That's a really high liability. Is there a green weapon that does mana generation that isn't completely horrible? No. Not enough mana generation. Wow, that's expensive. 15 mana cost for 4 explosions. Gosh, that weapon is old. At the time, that actually was a good weapon. That is how old that weapon is. Explode 4 random gems of a chosen color and restore 28 life. That actually wasn't too bad when it first came out, as weird as that may seem. Anyways, why is there no mana generation under this color? Or at least no good mana generation. Especially not a green-brown one. I guess we just stick with Cauldron or something. Guess we could go War and Peace. That would, of course, be cheaper too, but... Oh, you know what? Maybe we do. We won't really need the Cauldron for anything. What else is there that's not horrible? The biggest issue with this, though, is Sea Troll isn't actually helping us much. I could always do a not Troll, I guess. That could be a Kraken. Is there anything on the green-purple that's great at mana generating? Board control. Asha for immune to mana drain wouldn't be horrible. Though it converts out blue, which means we're blocking Hyndla, which means we don't get freezes. Nyx, but that's like blue again, so it's basically just a forest troll. Queen Aurora. Oh. Oh, hold up. First thought, we're doing it. We're doing it. If we're gonna do that, we might as well try the Cauldron thing I was gonna do initially. Let's try it. Why not? Cauldron. There we go. Worldbreaker, Cauldron, Hyndla, Queen Aurora, all in on Worldbreaker. Let's give it a shot. What even is this team? I want to see if it works though. I think it will. What banner do we do for this? I want to go all in on him. I think I might just go the minus banner. So we'll do that. Okay, all in on Worldbreaker. Let's see what happens. And we'll start with half mana on Cauldron and Hyndla. So we'll give it a shot. Oh! Hello. Okay, this team is not set up whatsoever for taking him out. Hopefully he does not kill us. Oh, oh gosh, why? Why do you have a firebomb? He will get like half of his red mana instantly. Oh, this is like the worst time to see a gnome. He didn't cast though yet. That's good. Though this is pretty bad overall. I don't have any quick way of killing him, obviously. This is not me to actually kill a gnome by any means. Why is he not casting? Perfectly fine with that. Oh, no. Okay, good. We'll go move those greens over. Now we can finally start ward breaking. And we can go through a cauldron if we want, get a super high attack. But first, just out of safety's sake, let me kill the gnome. Because that's the main thing that matters on this battle. Throw that down. Normally you wouldn't have done that, but gnomes don't actually come in Guild Wars, by the way. It's impossible for one to show up in there. Oh, I don't get a summon, but easy enough to go take it out. Our team is now really weird in its order, but it'll still work. Let's get a bit of mana there. We're frozen on red and blue. Oh wait, no, we're not frozen on blue, so we can go move that. Since she's the only blue in our team, we actually get to keep immunity to it, so that's kind of nice. So we'll go move that green, I guess. It gives us cauldron. We can go buff up that thing's attack, I guess. Before we do, let me go take a skull poke, so we can go kill that out before it does any damage. And do we even bother throwing cauldron? I think if we just throw cauldron on ourselves or just hold it. Need to go get mana all the way until our last slot. So the easiest way to do this at the moment is to do this on red. And well, that gives us a little bit. That does give him his Valkyrie though, which he uses to get the other troop, which he uses to get a Queen Mab, which he uses to reorder our team. We'll go take a red right here, I guess. Yeah, we'll take... No, why? Every single one is not a good option. I guess I'll wait a turn. So we'll go do that. Maybe he'll take one of the bad ones. No, he doesn't. But we can do this instead. And then go for the World Breaker. And then we'll just need one more. Okay, let's see what we get from the gnome. Well, this went a little slow, but it definitely won. And that's match. That has some potential. I prefer my current... Oh, we only got gold. I prefer my current green team, but we might give it a shot. I'm not sure. It's an interesting concept. Though it's pretty expensive. I hate whenever I have to run like 2 mythics in a team. Sometimes I have to for Guild Wars and such, just because it's end game Guild Wars, bracket 1, bracket 2. I think we're in bracket 2 at the moment. But, so it's going to be like the hardest battles in the game, but... I feel bad sometimes showing them for a video, especially if I keep repeating them, just because I know a lot of people don't have them, but I kind of have to win late game Guild Wars most of the time. Yeah, I will be giving out a code. Let me go do that right now. So let me go get the code for you guys. And 1 second, because it's buried underneath a bunch of screens. There it is. Let me just go get that, make sure it works, give it to you guys, and we'll go from there. We'll go copy that. Say, it even has code in its name. Very sure she deliberately put that there. Where's the little thingy? Put it over here. Type in my invite code so it works for me. Put in the redeem code so we actually get something. I'm not a robot. Click redeem, and does it work? It is working. Hey, okay, so we'll go do that. Go copy all this. And here you guys go. There's the code for today. Boom, boom. You can use it if you're on the PC version, or I mean the PC or mobile version of Gems of War. Does not work for console, unfortunately. You just go to gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or click on the link that I posted and type in that code there. For your invite code, it's whatever your game says in game, whatever yours says there. Don't put in mine, put it in whatever yours says. And for the redeem code, it's what we just posted into chat right there. And that gives the normal reward of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Exactly what we got from that one gnome. And we'll go open 1 gem key, see what we get. Hey, we got something that wasn't an ultra rare, though. It's one I don't need. He's also pretty weak. Maybe early game he would be okay due to his boost ratio, but nope, still pretty bad. One of those kind of dead content on release troops. Really wish they would add less troops that were like super dead content. Like, I don't mind dead content that is unique. Like, for example, the new guy that came in. The guy with the harp, I already forget his name, but this guy is really good dead content. As weird as that may be, it's basically, he's kind of, well, not necessarily useless, but he's a little bit towards the weaker side and probably won't be used in most of like the really strong meta teams in the game, but he has a purpose and he's really unique in what he does. Of course, Cleanse Barrier is pretty common, and a life gain with that is also pretty common, but moving them to the front line of the team is a pretty unique concept that hasn't been done yet, and it does allow you to basically assign any troop on your team to be your frontline tank, and when one is starting to get low, you can just replace it with another. So definitely a really cool concept. So, yeah, but for the most part, not really going to be used much. Let me go upgrade him, though. Let's see, go get him to Legendary, go do that, move back, level is 1 level. And there we go. Sorry, the code doesn't exist. Make sure if you copy paste it that it didn't have a space. Sometimes YouTube chat is really weird. It'll sometimes add an additional space before and after before or after the code. So make sure there's not like any invisible spaces in there. Just like backspace the beginning and the front of the code. And just double check. But yeah, it should be working. Is anyone else getting an error where it's not working? Can you show us the new Frosted Troop image you have on the left for the stream screenshot? Looks so interesting. Oh, that's one of the bounty hunter troops. I can go say what it does. Let me go bring it up. I forget exactly what it does, but yeah, there's like 4 new troops coming in. Oops, that is not what I want to click on. Whoops. That would be a random YouTube video. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the link thing that's right next to it. Oh no, that's the other thing. Where'd it go? Oh, it's the one with the little symbol next to it. Little dragon symbol now. But yes, he's coming in this Friday with 3 other troops that are all bounty hunter related. There are 4 of them. He specifically will be a blue-brown troop. He deals magic plus 4 damage to an enemy and then freezes them. If they were frozen, steal 5 mana. Interesting. So if it's going to be pretty good with like a Queen Mab and such. He gains 2 times to 6 times bounty score based on his ascension. He has Chilling Touch and he has Undying. So yeah, that's going to be him. And he's coming in with 3 other little guys that are somewhat similar to that. They do like little small bits of damage with some kind of like little extra benefit, but they all have a bounty hunter benefit. But yeah, with your bounty hunter points, some of the things you'll be able to earn are 4 new troops. And I'm not sure what else is going to be within the rewards or how it's going to be set up or what on earth they're doing with it. But yeah, that will be coming in this Friday. And we'll be going over that quite a bit this Friday. I'll probably do a video in the morning if I wake up early enough. And if not, we'll be, as always, doing the morning stream at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this Friday. And we'll just be messing around with that. So, yeah, hopefully Bounty Hunter is a infinite thing and doesn't have an energy system on it. If that is the case, we are going to be grinding it like crazy. We might be doing like another 8-hour-ish or so stream. Definitely at least 6 hours or so, I would expect, if we can infinitely do Bounty Hunter. If we can't, then it'll probably just be a pretty normal length stream. But if we can infinitely do Bounty Hunter, I will be grinding it like crazy, because whatever unique rewards it has, I do want to get on. Hello, Nick. Welcome. Do you know if Hydra last trait is working anymore? Yeah, it should be. Whenever you take skull damage, you will hit the enemy team, all of them, for 3 damage. I believe it only triggers when it hits on HP. If it hits on armor, I forget if it triggers or not. But that might be the case. If you see it like hitting on armor and then it doesn't do it, that's probably why. I always thought it did trigger on armor, but most things that trigger when it says it gets damaged is based on skulls. When it actually gets, or it's based on whenever HP is reduced. But I believe it's actually whenever they take a skull. So any skull that it gets hit by should do 3 damage to the entire enemy team. It only does it if the Hydra is being hit, though. If something else on your team's being hit, it will not do its effect. Only when specifically Hydra is hit, which is why you normally use Hydra in first law. But Hydra in general, they really need to revamp it. It's a really, really weak troop, especially with how low you need to drag its HP to be viable. I wish they would raise it to a 3 times boost ratio and give it a slightly higher HP base value, or maybe even just some mitigation, like maybe like scales or something. I know that's not currently like a protection type, but yeah, it needs some kind of better incentive to actually use it. It's way too risky for how little benefit it gives. You're much better off just using a Rowan or a Sunbird or something else in every single instance. There's almost no instance where Hydra is actually viable compared to those other options. It might be similarly as viable, but it's never more viable than them. Let's see. You got a Winter Imp and an Imp of Love. Would be interesting to try both in a team. There's currently nothing that works with any of the Imps. All of the Imps are pretty dead content. They did say that they may look into buffing them in the future, but at this current moment in time, Imps are pretty much useless, and I would not bother really using them. Maybe early on in the game you might be able to get away with a blue Imp in a true damage team, or a Imp of Love in just a standard damage output team, but I wouldn't really use it as your main team. They're pretty slow troops and pretty dated as far as what they do, and aren't really worth using. Anyways, well, that was a weird team for the Green Day, but it actually worked. Really surprised there. Let's go back to the Classic and see what we can do with this team, I guess. Well, actually, that's not the Classic, but hopefully we don't get frozen here. We have half immunity on our team, so should be somewhat safe. I'm actually surprised they didn't give Insulated to the Titan hero class. But it kind of made sense to give that one immunity to it. There already is a hero class with it, though, so maybe that's why. The Mechanist class has immune to mana drain. I mean, immune to freeze. The one with immune to mana drain is the Orb Weaver class. Alright, we're going to take green down. Throw Dawnbringer. Before we do, though, let me take those blues. It gives us most of the mana we need. Oh, I could actually throw in a Sea Troll there, which I probably should have done that. Biggest issue now is what if we miss? So I'm going to go freeze them some. And now if we miss, it doesn't matter as much. Still matters, but would matter less now. We'll go grab all that. Somewhat tempted to just go take a blue so we get some additional follow-up damage. And we'll use that for cleanup purposes. We'll throw this down. And then we clean up, and that's match. And there we go. Can you do a video doing a game suggest team? Don't know what you mean by that. A game suggest team. I don't know what you mean. I do not know what you mean by that. You mean a video where all I do is teams that are suggested? I don't know, I never thought about doing a video like that because we do that basically every single day with streams. So I technically already do a video like that every single day. Oh, suggest a troop? Oh yeah, we haven't done one of those for a while. Yeah, I could definitely bring those back. They're really easy to make too and a lot of fun to do. So yeah, I could definitely go and do more of those into the future. They're particularly good to do when I actually need to open keys too. Because if we already need to open keys, like this week, I guess I could do one for event keys, why not? Because I might open some more event keys to try finding a third version of her. So we could do that during a video and just do like a random event key one. But yeah, normally the reason I don't do them as often is because it's more fun doing them with like Glory Gem Guild or in those other higher chests. But if we're not specifically needing to open those chests at a given time, it's a little bit of a waste to go and open them. And if we get everything we need from a key opening, then it's not really worth actually going for it. And normally I save most key openings for key opening videos, of course, because most people enjoy those as well. But yeah, we could definitely start bringing those back a little bit more often. I do enjoy them, that's for sure. And if anyone still has any other questions or anything I missed, definitely leave them. And we'll go and do that. Otherwise, we'll kind of just be messing around with a few more Hinda teams here and there. And then we'll all be sent you all off to Salty. Hey, another treasure gnome. Not too bad. 2 treasure gnomes in one stream. Both in PvP. Once again, this is not the best of teams to be actually fighting a treasure gnome. But we can make it work. Not a horrible team to fight it with. We'll go move that. I don't have single targets, so... well, actually, never mind. I do have a single target. Well, kind of. So we'll go through this. It's going to be a really weird move. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just take a skull instead. Now we can just Dawnbringer kill it. Never mind. We don't need to do a weird move for it. So we'll go do that. Go freeze him. He's going to get a summon, but can't really stop that. What I can stop is him from getting skulls, so we'll go do that. That actually made it so he didn't get an extra turn, so right on time. With that, we'll go double the blue so we get our team rolling. Oh, that was an extra turn? Looked like it was. Apparently not. So we'll go and, too bad I don't have any way to get rid of that mana. Just gonna have to let it be, throw a freeze at him. There goes the silence on the 2 most useful things we have. Good job. We'll go move that down. Hopefully get Skull Distract. Nope. Excuse me. Let me go freeze the rest of his team down, or at least what we can. Or do I go for mana first? Let me go for mana, actually. He'll get Skull Distracted. He barely does any damage, so it doesn't really matter. We have Dawnbringer ready again now, too, so we'll go through that down. He's already frozen, so we'll just wait on that. Do we have any good drop there? Yes, purple to red. He's not frozen either, so we can go for that. Double blue would work pretty nice right now, but before I do, let me go and poke that. And now we can just go take a skull, double the blue, and hopefully it hits, and then we win. And that's a match. Dawnbringer for the kill, and 44 damage to kill it off with. And down it goes. And we just end with over 100 HP and a bunch of damage on everything. And we got 5 diamonds off of him. Which doesn't fix our diamond amount, but 5 diamonds is 5 diamonds. I'll take it. Oh yes, I will be posting Salty's link, of course. Yes, I will be doing that before we go. And let me, if you guys are watching her thing, let me know when she does go up. Actually, I believe she will be going up right now, actually. Or she should be, based on her time. Let me go get the link right now. So I guess we'll go send you guys over there then. Unless you guys still have any last minute questions. Let's see, the Isabel and Furnace Mercy team. You still think that's faster team? I'm not quite sure if that's faster, but I enjoy using it so much that's probably. I normally prefer going over whichever teams I like the most, even if they're just slightly slower than what might be the best. Like when I used to use 4x dragons, even though there were some things at the time that were slightly better. Okay, she is up then, so I'll go send you guys all over there then. Unless there's any other last minute questions you guys want to poke here and there. You have been getting a lot of gnomes, but 0 vault keys. Has anyone gotten any gnome kills? I have not gotten one since the vault key event ended. Though from our data so far, it appears to be about a 1 in 30 chance that you get a vault key when it's not the event. It's about a 1 in 15 during the event and a 1 in 30 when it's not the event. So the chance of getting a vault key off a gnome is very, very slim. It's basically once a month, not counting the ones you find in the actual treasure vault week. But out of the treasure vault week, you'd be lucky if you get even 1 vault key in those 3 weeks up until it. Yes, spammer with rainbow snakes. Let me go get the link real quick, though. I don't even have it up at the moment. Let me see. If I go under Twitch, I think that will go and bring it up immediately. Yep, Twitch Infinity +2. But yeah, just twitch.tv/Infinity +2 with the 2 spelled out and the plus spelled out. Let me go mute and pause our thing, and I'll go send you guys over there. And if the link doesn't work, then I have no clue why it's not working. But yeah, go and spam her with rainbow snakes. And I'll be heading over there a little bit. I won't be talking much, but I'll keep it on in the background. But anyways, guys, yeah, go spam her with rainbow snakes. Because why not? Yeah, there's her link. And there it is again, because why not? But yeah, that link right there. Let me see if it actually works. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'll be heading off for tonight. Hope you all enjoy yourself. And yeah, best of luck with key openings. The Bounty Hunter, as I mentioned many times now, is starting this Friday in 3 days and 5 hours. So we have that to look forward to. Don't forget, Guild Wars starts back up again tomorrow. So make sure to set all your defend teams and everything. Don't forget to do that. Other than that, don't forget that a Pharaohs is available. Best things you can spend diamond on. Get one if you haven't already. Really, really good troop. Takes a little while to fully trait, though. It's worth it in the long run. Will save you time overall due to how much quicker he gets you souls. And other than that, that's pretty much everything. So, yep, I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Goodbye.